Morning. It's a ridiculously early hour. I'm up around Tower Bridge at the moment. I was hoping for a nice sunrise, but it never happened. Very clear skies. Up out and early, so trying to beat the tourists. So it's pretty quiet around here. The only other people out are other photographers. So I'm going to carry on the panoramics theme and try and get some nice views from around here at more London. Well, at least until the security guards wake up as well. Just going to see what I can find. I'm down in the more London area now. I'm doing some shots down here, but it's really tricky conditions because this area is down here is in full shadow, but Tower Bridge right up in the distance there, which you probably can't see because it's overexposed, is completely backlit now because the sun's come up. So it's a difficult one to do. I'm doing two panoramics, one exposed for the area down here and then one slightly underexposed, so I hopefully get a bit more detail up in the distance there. And then I'll blend those two together to hopefully complete one perfectly balanced exposure. It looks like I made the right decision to get out here early. There's a TV crew or something over there just turned up. I would have told them off to get out my shot otherwise. Well, I moved down to the Hayes Galleria area of London. You can see that in the background there. I'm going to do a view looking across the river now. This clear skies and bright sun's making it very tricky to do these exposures, but we're getting there, we're getting there. So it's a view across to the main part of the city with the iconic buildings there, and I'm just using this little bit of tree plantage here as my foreground. Nice little red buoy there, hopefully being in my shot. But I'm getting some nice side lighting from here rather than looking straight into the sun. I'm getting more side lighting, so it's a little bit easier to do this one. Well, I just got nabbed by security there at Hayes Galleria. No tripods, but luckily I've just finished. I was just packing up anyway. Obviously starting out early. Was it 6:30 on a Sunday morning? There you go. Anyway, yeah, so I just finished there. I was already done my shot, so I'm just going to head back over into more London now, just to see if we can find any more views, and then I'll cross Tower Bridge and see what shots I can get from outside the Tower of London over there. Well, as for that filming, I reckon I've spotted a new series of The Apprentice being filmed. There's a sneak preview of the new candidates.
Well, it's got to be said, you're fired.
I'm just doing one more shot before I leave more London now. View across the river again. Main view of the city there. Got some nice reflections in the water. Light's still looking nice. Changed to a slightly wider lens. I've gone for a 17mm on this camera, which is equivalent to 35mm on full frame camera. It's slightly wider than I've been using because I wanted to come in nice and close, because I wanted to include this red life buoy here, also the lamps there, and get it underneath the trail of lights across there. So I needed to come in nice and close but get a slightly wider angle shot. Then as a final shot, I've come a bit closer to the wall because I'm really liking those reflections. So what I've done is added a little stopper to prolong the exposure, try and smooth out the little ripples there to really capture those reflections. And I'm also boosting the sky because the sun's over to my right with a polarizer. So that's giving me a couple of seconds exposure for each shot that I do, and that hopefully will give me a really nice reflection there. So here I'm over at Tower Bridge now. Trouble with this area is that it's been done so many times around here. I've seen lots of panoramics taken from here, so it's even more difficult to get an original shot. But that's what I'm here for. So I'm hopefully going to use something where I've got the trees or these lampposts in the shot here. Try and get that slightly unique view, but it's a tough one. The thing with shooting digital panoramics is that you never really know what results you're going to get. It's always that fingers crossed moment when you put them into Photoshop and hope that it does a good job at stitching them together, but until that final result is presented on screen you never really know. So that's why getting your technique right in camera is key. So as long as you get those images as perfect as possible for Photoshop, it should be able to do a good job of it. So it's a case of overlapping the images, so there's nice 1/3 overlap on each one, having the camera level and the head level so everything's panned around nicely, keep every exposure the same, so everything's the same within each frame, so that gives Photoshop every opportunity to put the image together nicely, and fingers crossed, as I say, you get a good result at the end of that. So for my next shots, I'm bypassing the east side of Tower Bridge, bypassing the fountain, bypassing the sundial, bypassing St Catherine's Dock, bypassing the location I was going to go to because it's shut off today. And instead I've moved slightly down the Thames a bit more to this view to the east of Tower Bridge. It's opposite Butler's Wharf and gives me a nice view to bring the Shard into play. Light's getting a bit harsh now. It's getting about mid-morning and the sun's right behind me, so it's not ideal, but I think it'd be a good one to finish the morning off with. Well, my next shoot this afternoon is a little bit more challenging, not necessarily for me, but for Photoshop when I give it the results. I'm here at the Albert Hall. It's a difficult building to shoot because you can't get that far back because of the surrounding buildings. So I'm here on the steps. We've got a nice ornate looking lamppost and the statue in front of it. But because I'm so close and because I'm on the steps actually below it, I'm actually pointing the camera up towards the building, so I'm really throwing all the rules out the window for technique. So I'm just going to shoot it and see if Photoshop can deal with the perspective distortion and the fact that it's not straight images across the frame. So I'm shooting with a 17mm lens because I'm so close, just so I can get the whole building in shot and also allow a bit of extra space for Photoshop to make any corrections to any distortions that hopefully I can correct as well. And we'll just have to see how it turns out. Well, I'm back down at the river now. I've come down to Millbank. I was going to shoot these buildings over here on their own, looking straight across, but it wasn't quite looking right. There's not enough to make a panoramic. So I was just about to leave it, but then I saw that the sunlight is really catching the bridge here. So I'm going to combine the two and use the bridge and the buildings over there to make the panoramic in that form, and I think that'll look pretty good. And I'm actually going to combine this one with a little stopper filter to give me a exposure around 2 seconds for each shot, and that helps smooth out the water as well. Well, it's about 6 o'clock now, sunset's at 8. I'm walking along the river now towards Westminster and the South Bank, where all the usual cliches are, but I'm hoping to get something from here still, something a bit original, but it's going to be a tall order. Let's see if I can pull something out of the bag. No, gave up. Too many people. I had to get one shot whilst I was here, so yeah, it's the cliche view. Shoot me, why don't you? Well, I'm finishing this day up on London Bridge. Nice long exposure, nice evening view along the south bank there with the buildings all the way along to Tower Bridge there. Shutter speed of around 5 seconds in between for each shot. Should add a nice little blur to the water as well. And I think that's a good one to finish the day on.